Hi everybody, Jenna from Jenna Stitches. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by and checking it out. If you like what you see, then think about liking, subscribing, commenting, hitting that notification bell, all those good things. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. You know I appreciate that as well. For those of you who are new, my channel is all about yarn and crochet. If you can't tell with all the yarn stacked up behind me. But I just talk about my yarn and my crocheting and show everything I crochet and all that fun stuff. So today's technically Wednesday, February 1st, but this isn't going up till tomorrow. So that would make it Thursday, February 2nd, which makes it Things We're Making Thursday. And it makes it the first Things We're Making Thursday of February. And that's very exciting. So if you're unfamiliar with what Things We're Making Thursday is, it is a year-long collab that I am doing with several other channels. We've had quite a few join in over the last week, which is absolutely fantastic. For the month of January, we made a blanket. I don't know if I have a playlist yet, but I do plan on making one, and I'm not only going to put my videos in there, but everybody else who joins in that has channels too. It might take me a while, so I can't guarantee it probably will not be done by tomorrow when you see this. But I'm hoping by next Thursday, so whatever that would be, February 9th? Yes, my son's birthday is the 10th, and that's Friday, so yes, February 9th. I'm hoping to have the playlist put together for all the channels, and you can see everything we did in January, and then I'll have February as well. But we made a blanket for January. I'll have the link for it linked. I'll have the link for it linked down in the description box below. But what we're doing is we're picking out free patterns throughout the year, one for each month, whether it be Yarnspirations or any, free pattern out there, and we're working on them together. So the collab started with myself, Heather from Strings and Threads, Jess from J-Hook Magic, Darla from It's in the Bag Crochet with Darla, then Tiffany from CMM Designs and Erin from Crafting Kitty joined in with us. And now we also have Teresa from Critters Crochet, Linda from Lefty Crochet Knit, and Julia from Doodley's Crochet, aka Julia, joining in as well. I do highly encourage everybody to check out everybody's channels and see all the differences we're doing on everything. And we also have one of Jess from J-Hook Magic subscribers, Lee Ramsey, joining in with us. I'm not sure if Lee has a channel, but they are joining us too. So what I really have liked about this so far with January is, even though some of us followed the pattern, some of us didn't, some of us used the same yarn it called for color-wise, some of us didn't, almost everybody's blanket came out differently. So I thought that was really cool. And I'm sure all months are going to continue like that. So I have started our February pattern already, and I'm not following the colors at all. I'm following everything else about it, just not the colors. Is there anything else about Things We're Making Thursday I have to say? Yes. So I did create a Facebook page for Things We're Making Thursday too. I will have that linked in the description as well. And I just thought it would be a really good outlet for anybody who doesn't have a channel that wants to participate with us as well, to be able to post their pictures. You are still very much... What? Is it Wednesday? Oh, okay. I forgot what day it was for a second, and I was trying to figure out why my neighbor was taking out the garbage. But it is Wednesday, and our garbage day is Thursday, so it makes sense. What was I saying? I always distract myself. Facebook page. So I did set up a Facebook page. I just, like I was saying, thought it would be a really good outlet for people who don't have channels to submit their pictures. If you want to join in with us, you are more than welcome to still email any one of us your progress. But I just figured it'd be an easier way for people to be able to showcase their work, and that way all of us can add the pictures into our videos instead of just whoever you send it to. I mean, if you want, you don't have to. Obviously, you can still email it to whoever you feel you want to email it to. You don't have to put it on the Facebook page, but I just thought it would be an easier way and another way, not really easier, but another way for everybody to join in with us. And I know there's quite a few people who joined it too, who just joined it to watch the progress and everything and see what we're working on. I know my mom joined it, and my mom knows how to crochet, but she doesn't. And I know a couple of friends that I have on Facebook have joined it too, and they're just fans of crochet. They might not crochet themselves, but they are fans and they like to look at it. So I thought that was really cool too. There's quite a few people who joined it just to join it and see all of everybody's progress. So I'll have it linked down below, and again, I encourage you to join in and be able to see everybody's work. I don't think I'm missing anything. I think that's pretty much it. And if I did forget anybody, I do really apologize, but the last list I had everybody's name that I just mentioned, but so many people have joined in. And again, with the people joining the Facebook group, I don't know if they're joining in to just look, or if some of them are going to join in and actually do the projects, which, you know, if you want to join in and do the projects, we are very happy about that. If you don't, we're happy to have you watch along too. Okay, enough with all that. What are we working on? I can't sit still. I'm going to compose myself and stop spinning. Sometimes I feel like a toddler where I'm like, I want to move, I want to spin around, I can't sit still. Probably because I sat here all day working, and I was training today, so I was like focused and, you know, working. So now I'm like, I don't know. I'm sure you guys don't care either. So this month we are working on a basket. Here is a picture of it. So it's called It's a Hoot Owl container, and again, I'll have it linked down below. But it's really, really cute. And I really love this pattern. So far, I mean, yes, we're only 2 months in the year, but so far I really have loved both the ones that were picked, because while I probably would have picked January's by myself, I've never seen it before, so I was really excited to work on it. It's definitely my aesthetic. I love stuff like that, so I probably would have had that pattern myself if I knew about it, but I didn't. Where this one, while I've never seen it before either, it's not something I would typically make or something that I would want to make, but I love it and I'm really excited for it. I've just never, like, I've always wanted to make a basket, but I've never done it. So while I probably would have seen it before on Yarnspirations, I might have just scrolled right by it and been like, oh, that's cute, and kept going, because I've just never made one. So I was really, really excited to see that this is what we were going to be working on. This pattern is designed by Michelle Wilcox, and as I said, all of the patterns we're going to be picking throughout the year are free, so you can find it right on Yarnspirations. But again, it will be linked in my description. And I did start it. I haven't gotten too far on it at all, but it calls for all Red Heart Super Saver. The basket's in buff, and then the eyes are in white, and the beak and then the pupils are in brown. And I didn't want to have to buy any yarn to work on it. I'm trying not to move my camera. Okay, I think we're good. So I did pull from my stash, which I think it should be fine. I didn't pull my white out, but I'm sure everybody knows what white looks like, so I think we'll be good with that. But I am staying with white for the outside of the eyes, and then for the beak and the pupils, that this calls for just brown, but my pattern's cut off, so it might say more than brown. I'm going with this, so it's a little bit darker, and this is Red Heart Super Saver in the color Coffee. So that will be my pupils and my beak. And again, I forgot to pull my white out, but I'm gonna follow that with the white part of the eye and actually do it in white. And then for the basket itself, I didn't have any type of like buff or anything. This is honestly the only brown I own. So I went with this, I love this yarn in the color Burnt Pumpkin. It was also one of the only colors that I had enough of, because you have to double strand it as you make the basket. And while Like, I could have used one and run out and go grab more when I run out. I didn't have enough of any yarn to have two to hold together, so that's one of the main reasons why I went with it. Also, I bought it to make a shawl with a long time ago, and I started the shawl. I didn't really like it, and I know other people who worked on that same pattern and said the pattern was not written well and it was very hard to follow. And I put it down and I just kind of lost my interest in it. So I didn't know what I was going to do with this. So I thought it was kind of a good project too. So that will be my basket color. And like I said, I have started it, but I did not get too far. I am on round 13. So I guess that's not too bad. So I have made the whole bottom of the basket, and then I have started the basket weave part. And there is what I got so far. And so far, loving it. Very easy to follow the directions. I don't anticipate that changing it, especially for the basket part. I mean, it's just basket weave from here on up. I don't know where the second page of it is. I have to reprint my second page. I know I had mentioned in a previous video that my printer keeps cutting Yarnspiration patterns off on the side of it. And I know a couple other people said they have the same issue, especially with Yarnspiration patterns. I think I might have fixed it. I just have to try reprinting it. And if I did, I will mention it in my next video what I did to fix it. But the second page I can't even read. The first page isn't too bad, but I mean, all I know is it says brown, but it could just be brown, but it is cut off a little bit there, but the second page is pretty bad. But just looking at the pattern, most of it seems pretty self-explanatory. It's all stuff I've done before, so I think it will be fun to work on. And I do plan on making it take me the entire month, so my plan right now is this is as far as I got for this week, but I want to have the basket portion of it done by next week, which I don't see that being an issue. And then for week 3 of February, I was going to work on the eyes and the beak, and then week 4 would be attaching the eyes and the beak. So not really crocheting anything on it, but it would be the last step to finish it up, and then I can show you the finished project at week 4. So that's kind of my plan for it. I don't know how that's going to go, but you know, we do want to make this a weekly thing for these videos, so I gotta kind of try to stretch it out throughout the entire month. And I did anticipate having more of it done by this video, but I didn't. So I guess my timeline might be okay, but it's awesome so far. I was a little bit worried about the stiffness of I Love This Yarn because it is a much softer yarn than Red Heart Super Saver, and the Red Heart Super Saver is a little bit more stiff. But the I Love This Yarn is actually a little bit thicker too. So I think so far, I know I'm not that far in, but it seems like it's going to be okay to stand up. I am a little bit worried about it, but I think it will be fine. My cat tried to lay in it earlier, which makes sense. It kind of looks like a cat bed. But he tried to curl himself up in there. So I like it. I think it's really cute so far. I struggle with holding 2 strands together. I have Twitter on my phone, and for some reason I honestly don't know how Twitter works that well, and I don't actually use it. I just read stuff people tweet, so I don't know if you like follow certain things or what. But I have the Monroe County like Dispatch on there, which is the Rochester, New York area, which I'm about an hour away from. But it just said something about they found a deceased male, well, 3 minutes ago, which it's Rochester, so. But that's why I was like tilting my head because I was reading what it said. What was I? Oh yeah. So I do sometimes struggle with holding 2 together, especially because it calls for a J-hook, which I am using. My Susan Bates Soft Touch, I think they're called. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. It doesn't like to focus in on the shininess. But I am using that, and it's a little tough, even with the inline hooks, even though they have such a large space there. I keep dropping one of the 2 strands. So you can kind of tell, well, I guess you can't see it on camera. This is also not true to color on camera. There's like a loop right here though. Like there's been a couple spots where I dropped the 2nd strand and didn't even notice, but it's not really making a difference in the final product either. So not a big deal. But I have noticed it does hurt my hands a little bit. I don't know if I'm having tighter tension because of the 2 together or what, but I am really, really enjoying it. I'm very excited to make it. I can't wait to see the finished project. So it might be a little hard to make it last all month because it is something I'm really excited about and want to get finished so I can use it. But that is all I got for you guys. I don't know how I just made that 16 minutes long, but I did. So again, if you want to join in, definitely go ahead. If you have a channel, just send one of us an email. My email is always in the description box. Let us know you want to join in, and we'll add you to the list. And then you're more than welcome to make your own videos every Thursday. If you don't have a channel and you want to join in, again, you can always email any of us your progress, or, you know, as I said, we have that Facebook page too now that you can use. But that is all I got for you guys. So I hope everybody is having a great week so far, and I will see y'all for the next one. Bye.